This is a beautiful magic with a deck of cards. The performer and the spectator, both of them select a number and they choose a card which falls at the number, and at the end there is an unexpected climax. I love magic tricks that has unexpected climax like this. So it is one of my favorite tricks. It is a creation of Herb Zarrow, but what I have done is I have simplified this effect so that it is now a beginner's friendly magic. Hello everybody, I am Kaushik Biswas and you are watching my channel Kaushik Biswas Magic. Every week I am uploading several magic and mentalism tutorials on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, or if you have come for the first time, I'll request you please support me by subscribing this channel. If you like this video, please strike the like button, share this video with your friends and write in the comments how you enjoyed these tutorials. Also don't forget to strike the bell icon for new upload notifications. This trick requires at least one spectator to participate, but since there is nobody here today, I'll be explaining you what the audience is going to see in this effect so that you can understand how strong the effect is. As I told you before, this trick requires at least one spectator to participate. You show a deck of cards and take out the cards. Let us say a gentleman is seated to your left and you tell him to think of a number between 1 and 12, preferably a number somewhere in the middle. So let us say he's thinking of the number 6. You show the top 12 cards one at a time and he has to remember the card that falls on his number. In this case, number 6. So I'll request you, please note the card that falls at number 6. So you show the cards one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I believe you have thought of a number and you have already remembered the card that falls at that number. Now, you say that, do you remember the card that is on your thought of number? He will say, yes. And you say that, alright, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you the top half of the deck to you. So saying, you take some cards and give about half of the deck to him. And you then say that I am going to do the same thing. That means I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 12, somewhere in the middle, and then look at the card that falls at that number. So saying, you think of a number, alright, and then you just go through the cards. You don't show him what is the number, you just don't show him the card or the number. Yeah, I've got it. Now, let us check the situation. He has thought of a number from 1 to 12, somewhere in the middle, and that card is here. At that same position, you have done nothing, and the top half is given to the spectator. The bottom half is to you, and from this half you have thought of another number, any number between 1 and 12, and you have also looked at that card and remembered the card. Now you tell him, what is your number? He will say 6. You are then surprised, you say that. What a coincidence. I am also thinking of the same number, number 6. Alright, what you do, you count to the 6th card and place it over here. So he counts to the 6th card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th card, which is his card, his remembered card. So that is the card he is thinking of, and You also do the same thing. Since your number is also 6, you count to the 6th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th card. Now what happens is very interesting. This is his card and this is your card. He remembers this card. You ask for the name of his card and you probably know what the card is, but believe me, I have not seen the face of the card, even not in the monitor. So he names his card and you say that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a switch, a magical switch. You do like so, and in a moment his selected card appears here. So I believe Ace of Spades was the card he chose. And you say that that means only one thing, that my selected card has gone to you. And what was my selected card? My selected card was 2 of diamonds, and they have switched places. Fantastic. So that is basically what the effect is. And it is, believe me, and it is an absolutely wonderful magic, because the spectators may think that you are going to find out their card, but they will never expect that a switch will take place. The original effect, which was devised by Herb Zarrow, requires a stag deck. A partial stag deck is required, and also a sleight of hand, that is a pass. But since I wanted this effect to be a beginner's friendly magic, so I have changed the secret altogether. Though there is no change in the effect, the secret is completely different. Here you don't need any stack of cards, or you don't need any setup. Also, you don't need to do a pass. So what I have done is, the effect is so good that I wanted to perform it in front of live audience, but a pass is not always possible. At least for me, it was quite difficult to perform undetectably. So this is my solution. What I have done is, you need only a deck of cards. Any borrowed deck can be used, and I have turned half of the cards facing down and half of the cards facing up. So these cards are face to face. So top half is facing down and the bottom half is facing up, and you are ready for the performance. So you put it inside the case, and whenever you want to perform this, you invite somebody to help you. You take out the cards, and in the presentation you have seen what you have to say. You say that you think of a number from 1 to 12, preferably a number somewhere in between 1 and 12. So in this case, let us say that the spectator is thinking of 8. So what you do, you count the top 12 cards one at a time, and you ask him to note the card that falls at that number. In this case, number 8. So you count them slowly, showing each card to the spectator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the card he remembers. In this case, the 10 of diamonds. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he says nothing. He never gives any indication of the number he is thinking of, or that he has already noted the card. So you have to count from 1 to 12, and he silently and mentally remembers the card that falls at that selected number. So 10 of diamonds. Now you are holding the deck like so, and as you are talking, you just turn over your hand. You just turn over your hand like so. Now there is an ample of scope of doing this. You just talk to him. Have you remembered the card? And as you say that, you are just turning it over and place the deck on the table. So have you remembered the card that falls at your number? So you have to remember the card. So that is how you are, your attention is towards the spectator. And when you are talking to the spectators, other spectators will also look at him and they will all forget about this deck. And the deck has been turned over. You then say that, all right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the top half of the deck. So see, now there is a natural break. If you are using used deck, if you have used the deck for some time, there will be a natural break between the face-up cards and the face-down cards. So here is the natural break that you can feel. You pull it up like so. You can just feel it. You can easily cut at that point. Just give it a try with the deck in hand. So the deck is like so. What you do, you take the top half, that means from the break, natural break, you take it and you place it over here. Now these cards are facing up. Now you have to do a necktie. This is called a necktie. That means you have to turn it over. Turn your wrist towards yourself so that the spectators do not see that the bottom half is facing up. So you don't have to be very fast, but with a little bit of misdirection and presentation, nobody is going to look at your deck. So you take some cards and place it in front of the spectator, and the remaining half is placed on top of the deck, on top of the table in front of you. Now you say that your card is somewhere here. I don't know the number you have thought of, but the card must be at that position because I have not shuffled the deck, I have not done anything, I have not cut the deck, I have not done anything with the deck. So the card you have noted is at that particular position. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to think of a number from 1 to 12, and I'm not going to tell you what number I'm thinking of. So saying, you think of a number and then say, I'll also look at a card that falls at that number. Now what you do, you just do an acting. You don't have to remember anything. You just look at the cards like so, but don't count the cards openly, because in a moment you are going to say that you are thinking of the same number. But if you count it openly, they will understand the number you are thinking of. So what you do, you just hold it like so and just act as if you are looking for your number, the card that falls at your number, and then say, oh yeah, I have got it. So we have done the same thing. I'm also thinking of a number, you are also thinking of a number, and we have noted the cards at our selected number. Now what is your number? And he will say that my number is 8. So you say, oh, fantastic. You act surprised. You say, fantastic. That is the very number I also thought of. I'm also thinking of 8. What a coincidence. Anyway, but that is not what I wanted to show you. You come to the 8th card and place it over here without looking. So he does the same thing as instructed. He counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th card is placed over here. Now this is his selected card, and you do the same thing. You say, since my number is also 8, I'll count to the 8th card and place over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you place it over here and say that, so this is your card and this is my card. Do you remember your card? He will say yes. Don't tell me, but you remember your card. He will say yes. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to make a magical switch. I'll just cast my shadow or do some magical gestures, and these two cards will switch places. What was your card? He'll say 10 of diamonds. You say that it is indeed 10 of diamonds. And my card was, now this is very important. What you are going to do is, you are going to give a very quick peek at this card, because you have no idea as to what card this is unless you are using a marked tape, you don't know what card this is. So what you do, you say, and my card is, the timing is very important. Look at me, what I'm saying. And my card is, you just turn it over and you see, and you say 6 of clubs. But what you are doing is, you turn over and look at the index and then turn away and then turn over the card. So the action should be like this, and my card is 6 of clubs. Now what you have done is, you have actually picked at the card. The card is here, you just turn it over. Let us say this is your card and I have seriously no idea as to what card this is. And so you say, and my card is, you smile and say 10 of clubs. Now you turn it over, but you name the card, immediately you see it. Once again I'm showing you, and my card is 4 of clubs. With a little bit of practice, you can do it in such a way that it seems from the audience perspective that you just named your card and turned it over. But what you have actually done is, you just took a quick peek at the index, named the card, and then you turned it over. So that is it. Give it a try. I'm 100% sure you are going to like this. This is an absolutely killer effect. So I hope you liked today's tutorial. See you again next time in the next video. Till then,